All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. The coast is clear. Hopefully, it stays that way. But basically, it's actually been a while since I played. I had planted a garden here after I ended the video. It's been a while since. It's actually been like a week or so, give or take, since I last recorded an episode. But I did manage to salvage. You know what? Oh shoot! I think it was garden already here, and I just put the seeds in, and it rained. So I said, let me take advantage. Man, don't just survive, thrive. All right, and then I just put everything else here. Put everything else in this pot. Boom. So we got plenty of food. I gotta fill the pot up with water though. There's a fountain in this town. So I'm gonna go. We gotta go find that fountain. Fill this water up. The fountain is, I think it's in front of that hospital over there. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and head in that direction because sooner or later, it's empty now, but soon this town, the zombies are gonna start spawning in. It's gonna fill up, which is surprising because usually over here it's usually full of zombies. Not completely full, but it's usually it'd be some here, maybe a couple over there. So that's what I said. Let me go ahead and see more food. We're gonna eat this right now. We got a long road, says Tom Petty. Man, you guys psyched for GTA? The new GTA coming out in about what, a year? There's no specific release date, but the year is 2025. That could be spring or the fall. Usually they release in the fall. Rockstar's track record is usually like between September and December of whichever the launch date is for that Grand Theft Auto. And it seemed like it's usually been like an October release date. So if we had to go by that, then, you know. But you really don't know what they're going to do. They could sit there and release it in May of 2025 for all we know. And we're already anticipating another delay. But they could sit up there and surprise and knock us off our socks by actually releasing it on the day they say it's going to be released. All right, let's do a test. Let's do a test just to see what blood type we are, this character. A positive. All right. So if we find like a blood pack and we're bleeding out and it's A positive or A type, I think, or blood type O, I think it's blood type O. I think it's compatible with everybody. I gotta look at the thing again. I forgot. All right, so where's the fountain? I think is the fountain's right there. See what I mean? Look, it's quiet around this side, around back there. Now it's fountain. Let me see if I can work my way. Fountain's right there. I don't want to aggro that zombie because there's a chance we might aggro. Oh, too late. Aggro his friend over there, but we're okay. It was quite. That was a little bit of a distance. I remember that. Like I got a habit of getting up close to do melee with like long melee with like a bat when you don't have to be up close like that or a shovel. Fill this up. So all we gotta do build a fireplace and then we can boil it. Which I'm gonna try to do that by nightfall because see, raw food or spoil. What do we have here? Hit pack. What do you have? With chocolate in it. Chocolate. And I'll equip that. Carry more food. That's one thing I will carry a lot of. I know. I guess you can agree or disagree on that. Because I saw like a YouTuber was like, basically he just carries what he eats as he goes. He doesn't really carry all that much food. He's like a minimalist play style like me. But I like to carry an abundance of food because I travel a long distance and I like to sprint. If you guys watch my videos, you notice I sprint in between towns versus the burlap sack. Yeah, I'd rather just carry the hip pack. I find a tactical belt, I'll put that on. If I have to replace the hip pack, then so be it. Because I'd rather just carry the tactical belt, the holster, and the canteen. So I don't mind. I've gotten used to the minimalist playstyle now. I love it. Minimalist vegan playstyle. Well, if we're near death, I had to consume, what was it? It was the paste or something like that wasn't vegan, which is fine. We just go, which I said, we just go vegan. We go back vegan afterwards. You gotta be kidding me. That hatchet though. Does she have anything on her? No. It's fine. We just go. I said we just go back vegan, which is all you have to do. Screw it. It's not like you're not gonna sit up there and die when the food's right in front of you. That's just, why make it that hard on yourself? I understand it's. I don't want to say I invented it, because you never know. Like the market has been so saturated. I like to say I invented that challenge. I haven't seen a vegan person who plays through DayZ as vegan. I've never seen that, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been done or it's not currently being done. That just means I haven't seen it. Right? So I don't want to, give myself the credit saying, oh, I invented that challenge. Maybe I did, but more than likely I didn't. Millions of DayZ players around the globe. Hundreds of thousands at least. So I'll say hundreds of thousands, if not millions. It's hard to believe that that's not already being done. Especially if the player themselves are vegan. Obviously, they're going to want to do that to spark the curiosity. Can you play through DayZ as a vegan? Yes. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. With a vegan character and keep them vegan and thrive. Yes. All you have to do, as you guys saw, plant a garden. Put your seeds in there. The DayZ gods will bless you with rain because it will rain. It may not rain at that very minute you plant the garden, or that day even, but it will rain, and it's going to rain hard. All over the map, the storm will pass. No matter what section of the map you're in, one day during the game, it will storm. All right? Let me take out my gun. I'm so busy running my mouth. I'm on the wrong side of the road. We traveled on the right side of the road in the great US of A. I know I think in Europe they travel on the left, I think, isn't it? Don't you get me the line. I think. But I know over here in the great US of A. They travel on the right side of the road. Right? But anyway. Yep. You plant a garden, you put the seeds in there, and so in about an hour, give it an hour, give or take. If it's fertilized, it'll probably be a little bit less, probably about 45 minutes, give or take, depending on the yield, depending on what, and especially if it's fertilized, either fertilizer or plant material to speed up the growth and improve your yield. You'll have veggies at your disposal, and they grow in abundance, so you get like a lot. Especially if you you plant a whole garden, you can fill up and then plant some more and wait another hour, right? Log off, go about your day, come back, log back on. Hopefully, depending on if you're in an inconspicuous spot, and if your server isn't like full, more than likely nobody's gonna find that garden and eat it. If they do, if you don't have an abundance of seeds, that sucks. But I have an abundance of seeds, so it doesn't really matter to me. I can just plant another garden. I have plenty food. Look at that, I can chop that up. I have stuff already chopped here in the pot. We have chocolate, just a little candy bar there. Snack on for a snack while we're traveling. To give us a little bit of that energy while travel calories. Oh man, I prefer the pump over the double barrel. Even the double barrel is equally as powerful, especially that plus like a one shot. And then the sawed off is a one shot up close too. Try to aim high, but that's on. I'm playing on the EU servers because it seemed like I kept having issues disconnecting or something on the North American or the server I usually play on. But I think it's okay. I think they fixed it. I think it's okay now, but it's I find out because that my last character you guys saw got killed, but I shot him. Because I went back and played it and slowed it down doing editing, and it's like I shot at him point blank. One of the rounds I think hit the ground, if I remember correctly. But that was like 2-3 weeks ago. That was a while ago. Episodes you're watching, I pre-record my stuff because I'm always like knee deep or neck deep in series, and I can't record as I go. I can't do that. Record Sunday and then you got episodes Monday and Tuesday, and then there's nothing for Wednesday. It's like, no, I can't do that. There's a thing called life, and I don't like when life want to get in the way of me providing content. That's like, what would you do if Netflix suddenly stopped showing your favorite? I mean, that happens. Shows get canceled, but I mean nothing's on. It's like a blank screen, and you're paying a subscription fee. Now you guys are. Obviously, you're not paying anything here. I haven't unlocked that yet, but not paying for anything here. But you know what I mean. Even if it was free, like you want content, you log in, or you check back into your Netflix, Hulu, Prime, whatever, Disney Plus, so on and so forth, whatever you have for content. Even if it's just your basic TV, your cable networks, you look at your favorite channels for content, right? Imagine if it was just that channel where it's just the rainbow symbol, and it's like just like there's nothing up. That's how it used to be back in the day when it was just before, or it wasn't. They was running infomercials overnight, but then once they ran out, if it was nothing left in that time slot, then it would just be like, it was the most annoying thing. Or it would just be some networks that didn't have a channel, it would just be static. That static, white, or they call it white noise. That's what they call it. That channel that you see in like scary movies, That's all you would see. So, to prevent that, I always like to be ahead to make sure if something happens, and God forbid something happens with recording, or I get super busy, or something happens to the PC, and I have to get a new one, or I have to get the part, replace the part. It's cheaper to replace the part than just replace the whole computer. I know that, but I'd rather get a whole new PC, which I think I'm going to do anyway, because the PC I'm using is currently, that's coming up on its 5th year, even though it's custom built. And they're really, really powerful at the time that they're built. Once it hit that 4 or 5 year mark, technically it's outdated. That's been through like 2-3 generations. With like CPUs, that's like what are we on now? 13 gen, 13. I think this is a 11 or 12. This is a 2019. And still, I know you guys are still getting the buttery smooth 1440p. And I can't get 4K. Device can only go up to it can only capture up to 4K 30. I only need the PC with the, you know what I mean? It boils down to a new PC. Put it that way, all right? And I'd rather that's just laziness though. I'd rather just buy it pre-built than to custom build it. I know it's cheaper. And they say, well, and somebody might say, well, if you custom build and it comes up to like what, 1,500, over 1,000, and if you buy it pre-built and it's the same price, how's it cheaper? Because you can buy the parts individually. Like you can go ahead and just get it out the way. The most expensive part is the CPU. All right, the graphics card doesn't even cost as much as that. At least as far as I know. Now, the CPU, what, three something? It might be like what's the best one? An i9? I guess we all have our, to each his own. We have our own opinion on what's the best. That's not the best. I prefer an i5. Like that's what I'm using right now. An i5. It's cheaper, but it's still good. You guys are still getting the buttery smooth content. You know, you upgrade it. You put enough RAM in there, you're good. All right. You'll be able to provide your fans buttery smooth play, or buttery smooth 30 frames per second, which it doesn't matter to me. I'd rather do like the butter smooth 60 frames, but I don't oppose 30 frames because that's what our movies and TV pepper. I'll take that. More food. Look at that. We're getting lucky. When I first started this character, we wasn't so lucky. We almost starved to death. This character almost starved. I know, like I think it's a tech channel. Can't think of his name right now. Tech channel. He wears a shirt at crossing out 60 frames and promoting 30 frames. I cannot. Like reviews, I cannot remember. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know his face. It's been on YouTube for years. Great channel. Matter of fact, that's who I was looking at when I was, deciding what technology I wanted. Phones, a computer parts. Come on, man. Give me a break, man. We're just chilling, talking to my fans, and here you come. I like that coat. That coat. That's a pristine puffer coat you got there, bud. Matter of fact, of course we can't take it. Look how pristine that jacket is, and we can't even take it. Luckily, I have some sewing kit here. Some of that left. We can go ahead and repair it. You want to keep your stuff repaired in good condition because it would better keep you warm from the elements. Keep your stuff in. But I think that's a tip in the loading screen. Let's see if anything. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that now since we've been sprinting and talking. What was that? Was that a gunshot? Nope. Look at that. This population, I think it was only, when I joined, start this video, I think it was only like 15 people in here. So we're pretty good. But that don't mean you're not going to run into somebody. Like that one of those 15 people could be up here in the attic. Like that dude was up there on the roof of that, top of that staircase in the police station. That episode that killed me. That still gets on my nerves. As realistic as this game is, it can still come down to the connection, which I know my connection's pristine. Shoot. But sometimes it can be kind of janky when you're playing on like European servers or in different countries. Some connection can be kind of janky, but I wasn't lagging. To me, I didn't feel like I was lagging. You know, I think the first episode I saw you see the symbol on your screen when your connection's kind of like yellow and stuff like that. I guess that was a sign right there that, hey, you really don't want to be getting into gunfights. It may not go your way. Because, see, their connection could be pristine. Or wherever they're at. And yours ain't. And you're going to get screwed. As realistic as this game is, it comes up to connect. And I think that's what it kind of comes down to, the connection. Like with Call of Duty, Fortnite. I'm telling you. Because they could be lagging all over the place on your screen, hard to hit. And on their end, they're not lagging. Now, some would say that's cheating. And I would be inclined to say you're right. Like there's a thing called lag switching. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that from this generation. That's a little old school. Lag switch. That's like 2007 on back. Like when you hit the, I think, like the router would be in, like you've seen YouTubers set up, right? The router's in the same room with them, and they have it right next to them, or within their reach. They'll press the button real quick. I think it's the WPS button or some button, and it wouldn't necessarily, and they would press it again to reconnect, so it wouldn't. Essentially, it seemed like that the server's playing catch up. It wouldn't necessarily disconnect them. They'd still be in the game, but it would cause the game to lag. And essentially, like I said, the game or the server, whatever they were playing, and back then it was Saints Row, they would do it terrible in that. Essentially, the server's playing catch up on your end. And so your shots would be off like cue, and it would screw the game up. Because it's all code, all coding. And then they would, when the server finally caught up, you just drop dead. You know, right? Cheating. Yes, you're right. But I'm not trying to put that on anybody playing this. I'm not trying to say, I'm sure people, there's always going to be cheaters. I'm sure people cheat playing this. But I'm not going to put that and say that guy cheated. It's just, I was right in front of him with a shotgun. That doesn't make sense. And on my screen, I did panic shoot, but I didn't go up to the steps and shoot up in the air. I shot right at him with a shotgun. Even the spread with a pump like this, even if I miss, I can't miss up close. That's why I was like, what? Wait, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? It's like, even if you miss, you can't miss. What the heck? I think it was, I remember correctly, I think it was this police station. But honestly, let me see. I have pretty much everything I need. So I'm gonna skip out going to that police station, and we're just gonna go like this way, and we're gonna go all the way around. Cause I remember those gates. But it's been so long since I played. It's been like 2 weeks. I'm gonna say about a week, 2 weeks since I recorded that last episode. My stuff ain't there. I know it ain't. So many people have come and gone through that police station. Police station and army base is the first thing people beeline towards, especially veteran DayZ players, to get. Like, see the shotgun on my back, the lock pistol, the scorpion. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna just try my luck somewhere else. See if I can get my 357 somewhere else. I pretty much have what I need. I'm not gonna go in there. If I find a city with a hospital, I'll go see if I can find some Tetra. But for right now, I'm not really pressed. Just gonna mosey on along and get my Vega and stuff when I get to the army military base, the airfield. I'll do all that. That's when I'm trying to gather all my stuff. That's really the only place I can get most of it, the gear. This is just like the starter pack, the starter loadout, so you can get what you really want. Got that. Sometimes I hunker down in places like this. Start a fire. You can start a fire in here, but it illuminate. That's the only thing. So they'll see that light from the fire from like a mile away. The only thing when you start fires, you illuminate. So be ready. Which I am. You say when you come through that door, you get a surprise. But usually I'm like right here when I'm waiting out night cycles. Try to, look back, check back. I'm doing something else, but I'm check back. So, because I've had that happen a few times where I'm thinking, man, nobody ever come in here when I'm and my character sleep or just sitting by the fire. One time somebody did. In real life, I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start the video up. I'm gonna start the video up, or I'm gonna start the stream up a little bit. Let me go do my laundry, check on that stuff. Pity pad, pedaling around, stuff you normally shit you do. I come back up, Dude is wearing me out, man. I'm like, oh, dropped my laundry, and grabbed my controller. I got it just in time, but he'd done a considerable amount of damage. I just happened to look up. Cause I didn't have the sound playing through my TV. I got the sound playing through my headphones, meaning the TV muted. It's just that since it's right here, obviously it's going to be in your sight line, depending on how your setup is set up. You're going to see it. He done a considerable amount of damage. While I was downstairs, you know, doing laundry, getting what I'm done, and I came up and saw it just in time, but he still got my character because he done so much damage. I managed to get out the room. It's amazing how, you know, you can get stun locked. I'm just warning you, you can get stunned. It was you know, like the halfway point, but it wasn't. It was at another town. It was that town that it was because I think I can't remember if I was just spawned a new character or if I was, because I usually head loot up and then I'll head back on the same route, loot, and then come right back. I run that route. Like the same way I used to run up and down the coast. I used to run from here, boom, boom, loot, boom, boom, hit the military base at the end of the coast, keep going to the end of the map, then come back. I used to run up and down the coast. Boom, 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 boom. And that's how I memorized the coast. That's how you memorize the map. Start by doing that. But anyway, I can't remember if it was if I was going or coming or if it was a new new character. Anyway, I was stun locked and I was so busy trying to shoot him, and he was smart because what he would do when I would aim, he would get up close because this is what happens. It's wow, it's not gonna do it here. Let me see if I just want to show you. DayZ veterans know this, but for the sake of noobs, see that? My character would do this so I couldn't fire. So he would get up close, and you see up close, he could still I don't care what's on that train. He could still punch, cause he was hitting me barefisted, being funny because he knew I wasn't at my controller. Oh no! What evil mofo! Put a bear trap at the coast to catch a fresh spawn. Oh nah! You gotta watch out. I just want to kind of get around this train. I don't think I have any rags either. I have to take my jacket off to make rags and not cut down this tree to make it splint. If we had got caught in that. Luckily there's trees around here, but a fresh spawn, you're not gonna have no knife. Ain't no more likely. You're not, and you need that to. Well, you don't. You can salvage it, but you're gonna get cut. But you need the knife to make like rags. I think. I don't think you can rip them apart with your hands. I don't think. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm all over the place for my commentary. I got stun locked. I made it out the I remember I made it out the house, but he ended up taking me out. I was so mortally wounded. He beat me half to death. I was like, I was moving slow, like, you know, when your health is low. I couldn't. He ended up getting me, man. Long story short, I think I ended up making it back there too to see what I could salvage. It was, you know, the same town where the dude was outside the guard shack and shot me. It was like, you know, people can get very, very, very lucky, you know. And I mean, like, and most of it seems like it's circumstantial luck rather than just lady luck bedazzling and blessing your shot, your bullet to stay on course. It's more like circumstantial luck. The circumstances and the timing, right? Like the circumstances, wrong place, wrong time, right place, right time. I get beelined from some dude all the way over near that tree somewhere. You know, he beelines me, boom, he's gonna get all this food. Be one lucky mofo. I got more food than weapons, more food than ammo. You get all this food. If his cores are red, he's gonna fill his cores right back up with all this food I got on him, especially that pumpkin. Anything that's calorically dense and thick like that, pumpkin is like the best to me. Pumpkin and what else takes a while? Zucchini. If you're not doing like the vegan playthrough or you're omnivorous, animal fat is like the best, right? And that's been that way for years. Ever since I started looking at YouTube videos and DayZ, they say you want to carry animal fat. As it don't even take many bites for your character to fill up on it. And it's great for cooking, so that your food don't burn. Now they've kind of tweaked the cooking since then. It's been years. So now it seems like your food won't burn if it'll bake, but it won't. But if you leave it there too long, it'll burn. It used to be it would burn right away if you didn't have like, I think it was like water, or if you didn't have like animal fat in like the pot or the pan. Or it would burn if you put it just straight in there with nothing, food straight in the fire. But now it actually like smoke and like bake. Cause I don't remember you being able to smoke your food years ago when I first started playing. I don't remember it. Doesn't mean it wasn't there. I just don't remember. But yeah. But that was the moral of the topics is don't get stun locked. Be careful being in a small room. Now, I don't know if you want to have this. You Scorpion, shorter range. But my thing is they need to have it to where you can just... See, I'm pressing the R2 right now. On PlayStation, is R2 to fire. I would have to be hard aiming to fire. Boom, you'd hear it. But see, I can't fire. You should be able to hip fire just from this stance. Why can't you? Call of Duty, Fortnite, you can... why can't you? Is it too easy? But see, that's realistic though. Your character can't do anything right now. You should be able to hip fire. I don't care how easy it is. You can save a lot of lives that way. You can save your life. I'm telling you. It's ridiculous. Shouldn't have to go in the first person. It's another way to hip fire, but you shouldn't have to do all that. Period. You should be able to hip fire just from where you are right now. Don't get stun locked. Well, you can work your way around a room like this, but that room that was in that greenhouse, that bedroom is smaller. You get stun locked in there. Just the way the game is, the coding. It's very easy to get stun locked up against a wall, and you're finished. You get stun locked. If you can't find a way out, you are finished because you cannot hip fire. Now, you can try to fight your way with melee, but other than that, you'd be finished. Anyway, it's a shorter range, so if someone comes in here and they're finished with this thing. Anyway. Oops. Thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.